Watch these crickets, they will bite. Oh, like that. Oh. G'day people, I'm McMonsterDad and welcome to this brand new Empyrean Ironman competition, a newly revamped one. What we're doing now is we're doing the ultimate Ironman competition, and this one is based on a scenario, as I mentioned in the intro video. So I'll need to spend just a few minutes on this screen, so bear with me as I go through a couple of things and set up the actual game. So with this one, our missions, our weekly missions, are all listed here and the dates they have to be completed by. So we start today, 3rd of October in my time. It may be 2nd of October in some places when you're watching this video, but down under it's the 3rd of October. And by October 10th we need to complete the first mission. Now the missions aren't specified on here, but what the missions are on each planet is to destroy the purple name tagged base or orbital station, and we need to locate that on the planets as we go. And as you can see, it's a level 4 size planet, so it's a pretty big planet to search. So first mission will be on Durana, this planet. Next mission I have to get to Strenuous. Now I don't know how far that is. I don't know whether I need an SV or a CV to get there, but we'll find that out once we get in there. The rules pretty much the same as you would expect with the Ironman. If you die from anything, you're out of the competition, exceptions being glitches, etc. We can't attack a mission POI, which is a purple name tagged base, unless it's the weekly mission. Yeah, weekly missions, yeah, they're listed in scenarios I've just shown before. And to win the competition, we have to survive. We're allowed 1 life only. If we die, we are out. Keep it up to date. Yep. Each season will have a different scenario, which is really nice. I like that idea, and from what KnowItAllDM has said, the scenarios will progressively get more difficult throughout the 12 months that the scenarios are put out. There's one scenario, new scenario each 3 months, and they'll progressively get harder and harder, which should be good. And you don't need to win one season to enter the next, as far as I'm aware. I'm sure I'll be corrected on that one if that's the case, but my assumption is whether win or lose this scenario, we can enter the next scenario, but the next one will be a little bit more difficult. Yeah, we'll show a game parameters by pressing the B menu. We'll do that. Yeah, and also I'll go through the game parameters in a moment. So we have to have everything set on hard. Do you know what? Let's get that done now. So we need everything on hard. Oops, sorry, preset hard. So hard, slow, fast, yeah. All these need to be on true, that can be on true, so they are. So there you go, default hard settings. So we've got that one done. That's gone back down to there, isn't it? We can use any seed we like. So I am going to use today's date. Let's set that in. So what do we got? 0.83 gravity, -1 to 36. Balmy little planet. Atmospheric danger 1.2, which will slow down the or reduce the distance slightly. Planet size 4. Okay. Where do we get to on this? Yep. Intro video done, and I'll be listing all the competitors. You would have seen the credit screen before this screen, and I'll also list all the competitors in the description below with links to all of their YouTube channels. Please check their videos out as well. It should be an interesting competition with this one, the way it's been set up. So let's pick a name. Let's do something really radical and unusual as always. How about UIMC Season 0. Brilliant. It's genius. It's utter genius. So we are ready to go with this. We've pretty much clarified the rules there. We know what the mission is going to be for this particular week. Let's get going. Now, the biggest difference for the first 2 weeks with this Ironman setup as to the previous ones, the mission 1 in the previous Ironman was usually just to land safely, set up a base and get yourself established. And then the week 2 mission would be your first combat mission. Now the week 1 mission is the first combat mission now, so we don't have long to get ourselves set up. I do, you know, I think without an SV with at least some rockets to be able to take out the turrets, I think you're going to struggle to complete a mission against a base. So my key objective before I take on the first mission will be to get an SV, and we're going to need an SV to explore the planet because it's a size 4 planet. Okay, what have we got? We've got a swamp area over there, which is going to be good for XP because there's tons of plants in there. It looks like we've got some resource rocks down here, so let's head down here straight amongst this. What's this? Copper. Grassland, so usually get iron. Doesn't look like there's any iron rocks here. Usually get iron rocks in the grassland as well. Now, no starter biome. It looks like one of the default Talador type setting, or starting I should say. So no Robinson protocol, no starter biome, and very little stuff indeed to keep us going. Let's put the medical down there, grab the food there, water. Yeah, shouldn't need it on this particular planet. Okay, so that's all we've got. That's all we've got. Now I noticed one thing. Let's put it onto rock drill. I don't think. No, they don't. These survival tools used to use. What have I got? 12 degrees. Okay, we need to get somewhere a little bit warmer soon. They used to use your stamina to break rocks, and they don't seem to anymore. I must have missed that update, but that's changed. Now I think it still uses it in defense mode. No. Okay. So if they stopped with the... It looks like they stopped with the stamina use for the survival tool. Oh, copper deposit right off the bat. Okay, well, I guess we'll head that way. I can't dig it up. So let's have a look. I might as well turn that into food straight away. So we can't unlock these till level 3. So that's the key objective initially, is here, is to get to level 3. That is that, and gather some resources. So let's grab some wood as well. Yep, not using stamina. I'm surprised they changed that. I didn't hear anybody ever complaining about that. And I think it's a free tool. It's free to make. I think it's a good, personally, you know, a good price to pay for something such as that. In that case, I'm going to bring this down because I want some rock as well. When you've drilled rocks in the past with these survival tools or the drill, you may notice occasionally, because they break into 2 bits, all these rocks, 2 chunks, and you may notice occasionally one chunk will disappear. Well, I've realized that that happens because you blast it with either this survival tool or your drill and you destroy it. So as soon as it starts breaking down to nearly no hit points, just be careful to quickly stop your tool, or at least aim it slightly off so that you don't waste your valuable time and resources by destroying the resources you're trying to get from the rocks. Right, as soon as you've done this, I want to have a quick look at the map. Yeah, no stamina use. See? Darn it, I accidentally broke one of those and lost probably 30 rock there. Oh, fiddlesticks. Fiddlesticks. Right, okay, let's look at the map. Now, usually on the Talador size 4 temperate world, you get an admin station, a trade station. What's this? UIM Champion Monument. Oh, cool. We'll have to have a look at that at some point. But yeah, I dare say there's going to be no trade station on this custom-made scenario. I wouldn't have thought they'd be that kind to us. Okay, fine. Well, we'll continue going this way for want of anything better to do. So my objective, was that a bit of silicon? It is indeed. My objective will be to get to level 3, unlock the necessary stuff, and what I want to do first is bring in one of my basic hover vessels. I think that one, because it has the lights, and it's only a few ingots more than that one. So basically what I'm trying to aim at, I guess, is about 50 iron, copper and ingot ores by the time I make a basic camp. And if I can achieve that, I should have enough resources so 50 ore of each will equate to about 100 ingots of each. Well, not about to exactly. So, oh, that's mine down there. It is indeed. We'll grab the food as well. So there's level 2. So if I can get 50 of each ore after I made my portable constructors and my little portable heater cooler, then I should be good to go, and I should have enough resources left over after that to make a few basic tools: detector, ore scanner, drill, and so on. Watch these crickets, they will bite. Oh, like that. Oh. He's aggroed. Is he still coming for me? Oh, that was close. They can give you some nasty afflictions. They don't do an enormous amount of damage, but they can give you some pretty bad afflictions. That was close. First close call. Yeah, there's plenty more copper where that came from. Let's leave that. Yeah, in general they'll leave you alone, but if you start making noise too close to them, they will bite. Now, I don't think this guy is going to be hostile, unless I annoy him, which I don't intend to do. So, what have I got here? Copper and another large rock. Let's take these apart. So yeah, 50 of each ore after I've made my basic tools. Some rock so that I can make a little pad to spawn in the vehicle. And once I have my hover vehicle with the grinder, I did it again, didn't I? Oh, fiddlesticks. Yeah, once I have my hover vehicle with the grinder on it, my survival probability goes up exponentially, really. So that's kind of the basic plan. So level 3 ores, that's what we're looking at. Oh, more silicon, nice. Looks like I'm going to struggle with iron again. Doesn't look like we're going to struggle with copper though. Ah, it seems to be full of it. Grab another rock. Oh, maybe they're just breaking into one piece, these big rocks. That's annoying. I feel like I'm being seen off. Probably could do with making some more food as well. Let's have a look. What do we got? Can't make any fruit or vegetables juice as yet. So this Ultimate Ironman, done as a scenario, yeah, I really like that idea. I think it simplifies a lot of things that in the past have been a little bit confusing regarding rules, etc. We're left to pretty much our own devices with regards to attacking everything except something that's got a purple name. So we've got a lot more freedom in that respect, which might sound like it's easier, but you could look at it two different ways. You could say, well, that's going to open up a lot of resources. Now, bear in mind, you don't tend to get a lot of neutral POIs on these planets now. So there's not a lot of looting in that respect that can go on. So what you could do is start attacking hostile POIs, the red name tagged POIs, and try and get the loot from those. But you're risking death then, so you know you've got to balance risk with reward. I probably will do it, but every time you attack one, you're putting yourself into that combat situation where you could die very easily. In the past, Iron Man, the only time you went into a combat situation like that was for a weekly mission. Now you're pretty much able to do that whenever you want. So if you actually do that, you're going to be putting yourself in harm's way way more often, which I think is a really good twist. So you've got to balance the requirement for your resources and your loot against your need to stay alive, and the equipment available to actually take those things on in the first place. So yeah, I think it's going to change the way most players approach the competition and play the actual competition. It's certainly going to change the way I play it, I think, and I will probably take more risks to try and get those rewards. Yeah, most definitely. So are we anywhere near level 3 yet? We're close, we're close. Okay, so let's pop that there. We can make a couple of fruit juice, which we shall do. Let's get this level up. We found a few iron rocks there, which was good. I don't care what we pick, let's just pick. That doesn't want to be picked for some reason. I would quite like to find some grain as well. There's level 3. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's cancel those. Let's eat. Come on, why is that not doing? It's doing it now. Okay. Don't want that. Let's cancel those as well. Go in, unlock these two without a doubt. Now let's get the heater first, and then the constructor. So we should have plenty of ores to make those. We'll keep picking because we do need to get to level 5 to unlock the armor. Grain down here, let's grab those. Might as well turn those into plastic. Sorry if I was jumping around, you know, it's one of those things when you don't have the jetpack initially. It's the best way to move around. Most effective way without using too much stamina. It's always the nerve-wracking part of the game for me, the first sort of 24, 48 hours when you're just so vulnerable now. It's that race against time. I've got no intention of making a motorbike this time because I've got nowhere to get to, quite frankly, and there's no trade station to head towards. I just want to check the map again actually. Let's look at the sector map. Okay, so our next mission was strenuous. Okay, and we can do that in SV. Cool. I think it was strenuous. It was strenuous, wasn't it? Oh, I can't remember now. But yeah, that means we can do that in SV. So we don't need to try and get the CV within week 1. Thank goodness for that. That would be a struggle. I'm glad that's been done. That seems like a more sensible and reasonable route to go. SV, then CV. Okay, so we got that. Let's make, do you know what? We've got the resources. I want to make 2 of those. And then let's sort this out, because I do want to keep a good track of what we're getting. So we're doing good. So now that we've made these, my objective is to hit 50 of each. Now the copper doesn't look like it's going to be an issue at all. And I quite like some more wood, so let's do that whilst we have the opportunity to do so. Oh, there's a cricket nearby. Leave me alone, buddy. He's running away. Come on. Got it. Got it. Okay. Get back to rock drill. So where are we going? Where are we going? We might as well head over this way, hadn't we? Just keep heading slightly south. I could do fine. Oh, cricket right at top of me. Put a light on. Could do find some grasslands, because that's going to give us better access to the iron rocks. Oh, another copper deposit. Well, there's no shortage of copper on this planet, that's for sure, is there? No shortage of copper. Yeah, definitely not. Could do with hitting a few more silicon rocks up. Oh, there's some iron rocks. Good. That seems to be the thing we're struggling with at the moment. Let's onto one of those. Oh, I can't do one of those just yet. Be useful to have some healing. Don't want to accidentally destroy any of these precious ores at the moment. Every bit counts at the moment, every little bit. Is that a silicon? Is that a silicon? I think it might be. Yeah, good. So where are we? Yeah, let's just keep heading in this general direction, I think. Roughly south. Yeah, sounds good. For want of a better way to go, let's do it. Should be a little bit warmer there at night. Well, mind you, we've got our heater now anyway, so seem to be a few silicon rocks around this area anyway, so why not? I accidentally destroyed one of those, didn't I? Idiot. Idiot. Might as well keep collecting some of this rock as well. Keep picking. Keep picking. Nice little pleasant walk. Walk in the park. How are we doing? How are we doing? We're doing good for copper and silicon. We're struggling a bit with iron, aren't we? and that's the most expensive thing to make from the rock as well. Grassland area is what we probably want. That should give us quite a few rock nodes. You tend to find them in the swamp area as well sometimes, so let's take a wee detour. So there's one right there, look. How are we doing with our construction? We're doing pretty good, I would say. We've got those essentials. Let's make some of that, and then we'll make some more food. So we've hit level 3. Our immediate goal now is to concentrate on gathering our sorry, I'm trying to talk and think at the same time, look around. Our immediate goal now, objective, is to gather 50 of each resource. Excuse me. Find a safe-ish place to camp. Turn those resources into 80 or 90 ingots each, and then manufacture our HV. And that one has a fridge, it has a grinder. I don't believe it has a constructor. The reason I haven't put a constructor on it, because I wanted to be able to bring that in at level 3, and the constructor, I believe, is level 5 for the HV. And knowing that all the settings were going to be on hard, which means the progression is on hard as well, I wasn't exactly certain when we would get to level 5. If at all. If we didn't die first. Then I guess it wouldn't matter, would it? Okay, where are we now? Is there any grasslands? Oh! Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to head up here and I'm going to work my way down the edge of this radiated zone. The reason I'm going to do that is because we can poke in for a little bit before we get irradiated. It should be safe to do it at the moment with regards to critters. And in the radiated zone, excuse me, in the radiated zone, we'll be able to pick up more silicon, some cobalt if we're lucky, and some promethium, which will be essential, really. So we're doing good for copper. There is a ton of copper around, so I'm not going to worry too much about copper at the moment. Yeah. Go on, monster, get moving, get jumping. Yeah, there is a ton of copper around. Yeah, let's go to the edge of this and work our way down. I can already see some promethium. Might as well pick those just for the experience. I thought that was a cobalt node, but it wasn't. So some promethium. That's going to help tremendously. So we should be reasonably safe in here. I want to say that nothing's going to spawn still. Temperature is going to be a big problem. We have got it on hard settings, so that's going to whack up fairly rapidly. We do have our portable cool runners though, so we could pop that down. Radiation, do you know what? I'm not sure when radiation becomes a big problem. When are we going to get irradiated? At the moment we're on 0 with the radiation. I don't know when the point comes that you're going to need some medication. I'd quite like to grab some cobalt. I haven't seen any yet. I'll probably walk past half a dozen of them. Is that some promethium down there as well? It is indeed. Let's go and grab that. There's some over there. Yeah, as I was saying, risk and reward. This is definitely worth the risk for the reward. The heat and the radiation we can suffer for a little while. The reward will be promethium, which means we can fuel a multi-tool. We can fuel a vehicle for a period of time until we start finding some. Until we can dig some promethium out of the ground. Just one piece of cobalt. That was a bit tight. That was a bit tight. Temperature's up to 32. Okay. Yeah, this was definitely worth doing. Definitely worth doing. What's our rads? Are on 0.1 now. I don't know when that becomes a problem. I know I just mentioned that then, but now that it is actually going up, I'm not sure when to be concerned about it. If anyone knows, do me a favour and let me know. Future reference. Come on, I could do more cobalt. I would like more cobalt. I know I could use my drone to have a little fly around. Okay, we're getting warm. Let's do that. Get ourselves cooled down a touch. What are we on? 0.2 rads. Temperature doesn't seem to be going down any more than that. Oh yeah, 30. Okay, we'll go with that. We're getting a bit deep inside this actually, aren't we? I think we probably need to work our way towards the edge. Let's not be too cocky about this. Level 4. What are we on? 0.2. Some more promethium. That's easy for you to say. Good. What's that coming out on the other end of it? We should be good for silicon anyway, that's sure. Copper is in abundance. 2 silicon there. So really it's we have some promethium. It's iron. Iron's the issue. Iron Man. Iron's the issue for Iron Man. You'd think that wouldn't be the case, wouldn't you? Okay, are we out? Just on the edge. Grassland. Okay, grassland. This is where we're going to find iron nodes. There's 2 of them right there, right off the bat. What is it? It's just turned night. Okay. I'll head up the edge of this grassland because I just saw some promethium over there. Check for more iron nodes. Difficult to see at night. I know this is probably a bit dark for you guys as well. Not a lot I can do about that because the lights on the suit is a bit poxy. I can't hold the torch and the survival tool at the same time. Right, how are we doing for resources? What have we got? 44, 74, 56. Do you know what? I wouldn't mind if a little bit more copper now that I've just seen that. But we're nearly there. I think another 2 or 3 iron nodes, and we're probably good. We'll keep picking because we need the XP. There's more iron. I'm assuming our radiation level will drop. It's still on 0.2. Maybe it just drops very, very slowly. Come on, I need some more iron. So difficult to see. There's copper there. Onwards and upwards. Onwards and upwards. Well, we're still in the grassland area, so we're in the right place. When did iron become such a problem? There's one there. Okay, what are we on? 54. I think we're good. We are good to make camp. What do we got? 10:45 till morning. I'll take that marker off now, I guess. Just want to, for information, I just want to put a waypoint on the escape pod so we know where we've come from. Okay, so what I think I'll do is head down to this water's edge. Yeah. And we'll make camp there. And then let's start getting ourselves sorted out with a HV. I think we're in a good position. We're in a really good position now. Still got plenty of night time left. The mobs start spawning come morning, but hey, that rhymes. Spawning come morning. Could be a song. But I think we've probably realistically got until about midday tomorrow before we start seeing any real issues. I was hoping for a couple of more iron rocks on the way down here. Never mind. We've got some promethium now, so we can get our multi-tool up and running as well. A bit more silicon there. Won't hurt, will it? It won't hurt. Okay, that should do us. Temperature we've got down here, 13. We're okay, we've got our heater with us. Let's head down to the water's edge. Still need to pick stuff. We still need to get our levels up. There you go, looks like a nice spot. A little camp. Things come out of the water in the morning as well, so I guess we need to be careful about that. Okay, let's go down. Right, I'm going to call it an episode in a minute because we're in a pretty good position. Let's pop our tent down. I don't think we're going to end up sleeping, but we'll pop it down anyway. Okay, so let's do that. Let's pop those in there as well. Put that in there. We'll do. I need a few concrete blocks because I do need to build a small spawning platform. Food's already beginning to spoil. We could probably do with making some more food whilst we're at it. And eating some food. Right, we are pretty much sorted, I think. Okay, well, I'm going to call this an episode here. I think we're just about run out of time now. What I'll do is I'm going to continue recording, and what I'll do is at the beginning of the next episode, I'll speed up the point until we get our hover vessel. So what you'll do is you'll see me just crafting a load of stuff, constructing a small platform and so on, and then we'll start the episode once we get the vehicle in and we're good to go. So brilliant. Okay, until then, I'm McMonsterDad. By our little camp. Do you know what? Let's get a screenshot. The opening episode of Ultimate Ironman Competition. So far, so good. And I will see you later. Oh. Forgot one thing. There we go. Must show that. 0 deaths, 0 kills. Level 4. So we're doing good. All right. I'll see you later. Bye.